Wow, has it been a long time since I've released a video out on my channel. And to be honest, I don't really have a good excuse other than the fact of that YouTube is just overwhelming. And it's really hard to become a YouTube creator or a content creator in general. But I want to welcome you back. This is episode 9. First video on the channel, our first Planet Zoo video on the channel since May 8th was the last time I released a video of Union County Park Zoo. And the last episode was named Big Change. And basically, I want to say over the next 4 episodes, I already have episode 10, 11, and 12 recorded and working on episode 13 as we speak here. There is some big changes. Big changes come to Union County Zoo, Union County Park Zoo, and I just want to jump right into it and start off here. So we're going to go ahead and cut over to what we've been working on, the backstage, and we'll show that off for this episode. And then next episode we work on a really cool African adventure area, and then I am trying to remember everything that happens. That's episode 10, episode 11. I can't remember. Basically, I'll update this as we go through here. But let's go ahead and jump over to the backstage. Alright, so here's the backstage that I've been working on for episode 9. I wanted it to be a fairly simple backstage, but that looks like it was built very recently because this zoo was taken over by the county from this family. And they needed somewhere to support the growth that the county was ready to implement into it. So very basic backstage. You have some vehicle storage up here with like dirt and rock storage. This building is the administration building. This is the veterinarian hospital, and then this is quarantine. Won't spend too much time on this because it is pretty simple. Each of the buildings are what I stated, but they have some really cool, unique things that I designed for each one of them. So they have like this quarantine center within the hospital in case they need it. The quarantine itself, my guess is that the animals would come and live in this like little pen. Until they are ready to actually go out into the habitat itself. Vehicle storage, you have all sorts of different kind of vehicles in here. I mean, there's really not a whole lot in there, but like you have animal trailers, you have some workshops, and then you have some like different dirt and stuff like that that they would actually use within the exhibits. And then the administration building, it has a lot of staff. Well, I can't think of these names. The staff rooms and research centers, but basically the administration. And then it butts right up to the back of the ape house that was featured in episode 7. So that's kind of where it sits. And then... So that is honestly all that is in the backstage. It is a very simple backstage. I wanted it, so this is one of the cool features I really did like about it, was this entrance area. So they have like the keypad, or like a badge scanner, and then a button pusher. Same thing on that side to open these gates up to allow trucks or the staff to come in here from the outside world. And then... the path and sidewalks. It's not perfect in no regards, but I'm pretty happy about it. It's a great backstage. It services really well to what I am expecting this zoo to be. And then when the zoo closes, they would drive out on these roads. That's the only thing I don't like about this, is you'd have to wait for the zoo to close in order to transport an animal down here, whereas if in the middle of the day the animal broke its leg or something, it would need to get over here to the vet hospital, or contracted a disease, they would need to get them over here immediately, instead of having to wait until the end of the day to get them over here. That's the only downside of it, but honestly, for the small size of this zoo, if it was an emergency, they could probably just block this path off, and or this one to drive it over to these exhibits, to get that taken care of. Um, but yeah, so next episode. So these are going to come out every Wednesday, um, for until we get caught up. The plan is to finish this zoo. Where I'm working right now, I probably have 2 to 3, maybe 4 exhibits left on episode. Well, for episode 13, I have 2 exhibits left that I have to build, and then episode 14 will be the second to last one, and then episode 15 will be the big finale. So you can expect 6 of these over the next 6 weeks. As I wrap up this zoo, I do want to cap this one off and see where we go from there. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Next week, we'll be working on the animal or the African encounter or the African's adventure, which is going to be this plot of land right here. You can see the bulldozers are already excavating for what will be. Super love this build. I'm super excited to see it, and until next time, please hit that like button down below, subscribe if you like this content. I am very sporadic and I do apologize about that, but I hope that the quality of the builds makes up for that. Until next time, guys, thank you and see you next time.